morning, class. Good morning, ma'am. Today we are starting a new chapter that is transformation of sentences. Okay. So as you know what is sentence? Okay. When we are conveying a message to someone, that's the name of word and we call it a sentence. Okay. And what is transformation? When we change the sentence from without changing the meaning, it's called transformation. Okay. So the core concept of this changing the grammatical form of a sentence without changing its fundamental meaning. Okay. You are saying something to your friend or to anyone without changing the meaning of the sentence. Okay. That is the transformation. Okay. Then why we have to learn it? It adds a variety to the writing and emphasizes the specific points. Sometimes it happens that we just listen to something and we don't have the things that have to be decided. Okay. So you change the words of a sentence without changing the meaning. Okay. That is the transformation. Okay. Then the key is the tense and the overall message must remain completely intact throughout the change. Okay. When you are changing the sentence, you can't change the sentence tense and the word that you are saying. Okay. This won't change the meaning. The sentence will be intact. First, the point is that the switching between active and passive. You all know that active is speaking one to one. Okay. When someone speaks with me, that is the active. Okay. And when the third person is saying the first person is saying, that is the passive. Okay. So whenever we are talking active and passive, so change the single voice. Right? Then structure of sentence. We have the idea of sentence structure. That is interchanging is complex, the vowels, and single sentence. Okay. The sentence can be nice. When we are changing the transformation, we have to change the sentence from simple to complex or non-vowel. Okay. And third is degrees. Okay. You all are aware of the 3 degrees. Okay. So while transformation, we have to change the degree also. Okay. But what happens when we change to active and passive? The rules are: first, we have to identify the subject, verb, and object. Next is take the object as a new subject. Okay, the object of the sentence would be the subject when we change it to passive. Okay. Then we use the correct form of the verb. Okay. What we use the form of the verb for verb. Okay. When we are changing for transformation, we use the word for the verb and adding the be. Okay. We add the by in the passive. Okay. By verb, by this, by that. Okay. Then the structure of the sentence. Okay. We are going sentence are 3 types: simple, compound, and complex. Okay. In the sentence, one independent clause, no conjunctions. Okay. In the compound, two independent clause joined by article. That how we want to sentence by adding the and, but or so. Okay. And in complex, one independent and one dependent clause. And how we add is when, because, and all. Okay. Then affirmative negative. We all know what is affirmative. Whenever we are talking about something positive in the sentence, that's affirmative. And while changing it to passive, we change it to negative without changing the meaning. Okay. So the three steps we use to change the affirmative sentence to negative without altering the meaning. Use a negative word there with the and. Okay. Always change to never plus and whenever. Never change to there is no one. Okay. As soon as change to so. Okay, class. So we are having some quizzes here that regarding the chapter only. Okay. So the first question is: which statement correctly defines transformation of sentence? Anyone? Okay. Yes. Changing grammatical form by keeping the meaning intact. Passive verb. They are building a new school. Anyone? Yes. Yes, a new school is being built by them. Next question. Okay. There are 3 kinds of sentences: simple, compound, and complex. Okay. So regarding this, the next question is: although it rained heavily, did it match? Which kind of question? Complex sentence. Yes. Okay. Next is changing from affirmative or negative. Okay. Regarding this, the next question is: negative form of he is always on time. Yes. Yes, he is never late. You just have to change the formation of the sentence, but the meaning is intact. Okay? Next question. This is regarding assertive and interrogative. Interrogative verb: nobody can tolerate such insult. Anyone? Yes, who can tolerate such insult? Good. The next question is: compound of being tired, he felt. Yes. Yes. He was tired, so he present the same. Okay. Alright. Your last question is complex homework. The teacher praised him for his hard work. Yes. The teacher praised him because he worked hard. Yes. The teacher praised him because he worked hard. Okay. Till now, you all have got the great answers and the chapter is completed. Is there any questions?